recording. Yeah. Good afternoon, everyone. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Yeah. Thank you for your attendance. Yeah. Currently, I have just arrived. Yeah, at Stockholm City, and just one hour ago. Yeah, and then. Thanks God, yeah, it is winter here and it's a bit cold. Yeah, -10 this morning, so you can imagine, yeah, in Bandung it is feel cold. Probably it's only 20, yeah, 20 something, but now here in northern area of the world, yeah, northern area of the globe, it is minus, yeah. This is very close to the North Pole, actually. Yeah, in North Pole, probably it is -40, -50. Yeah, can be something like that. So that's the condition here. So I hope my voice is loud and clear for you, although my position is currently a bit far from you. It is about 11,000 kilometers. Yeah. The space between Jakarta and Stockholm, 14 hours, yeah, flight, yeah, if you wish to visit here, right. So hopefully everything is okay. Know how many of you right now? Let me check. Yeah, at least 10 of you. I already recorded it also, so hopefully, I don't know. Yeah, Maria is not here. Yeah, because not the persons. Yeah, from Malaysia University. I hope they also can join. Yeah, so please, some of you, Faras probably, yeah, can contact also Maria. Maria usually, because she is in the same group, yeah, with them, so can also remind them probably, yeah, if they have time, they can join also the class, yeah. Otherwise, they can also see the video, yeah, at least, yeah. Right, yeah. So I'm sorry that last week I need to cancel, yeah, and in a very short notice, because it's a bit surprise as well, because I was invited, yeah, by the president of the alumni, yeah, of Bandung Institute of Technology, because I was there, yeah, my previous education invited me to also join the meeting, yeah, the strategic meeting there as a representative from Swedish, yeah, Swedish commissariat, yeah, commissariat. So it is like a chapter probably, yeah. So it is like the alumni chapter, yeah, in Sweden, yeah. That's my role currently. So that's why he invited me, yeah, to join also the meeting without my knowing previously, yeah. That's why it is a bit urgent, and I need to cancel in a very short time. Sorry about that. Right, yeah, so let me check, yeah, whether so Faras, please contact, yeah, Maria, to also contact the member of the groups, yeah. So I will check the LMS first, yeah. Here, this is the LMS, yeah. So basically, I hope it is clear for you that this is the recent task, right? So it is the big task part 3 and 4, yeah. So we still have at least 3 more, yeah, including this meeting, to finish our course, yeah. And as planned previously, that the first meeting currently is to discuss about your work, yeah. The previous work, how did you, yeah, continue, yeah, the big task after you have assessed, yeah, the capability of the case study, yeah, and then you perform the gap analysis, yeah, and then you identify the opportunity for improvement, yeah, according to the gap. And then after that, you need to proceed, yeah, to the next phase, which is how to design, yeah, how to design the what is it? Not this one, yeah. After this one, okay. Now this is it actually, yeah. The gap analysis and identify the potential improvement, yeah. So you need to perform the gap analysis, yeah, and also potential improvement, yeah. And then the example I've already shown, yeah, through the presentation and through this video. I already shared a video, yeah. And the next one is here actually. This one, yeah. So you need to prepare for the SFIA, yeah, SFIA as previously mentioned here actually, yeah. Here, SFIA 8, yeah. So this is it, actually the last session. I will revise, yeah, the content of our last 3 session in the LMS, yeah, after finish our session for today, yeah. I also will share the video, yeah, so you can always, yeah, check it back, yeah, and on how to do the big task for the next phase, yeah. And actually, as I shared to you the template, yeah, the last time is to create the opportunity for improvement for people aspect, right? So that's it. For the next one. Okay, yeah. So this is the interface. Okay, this is the template, yeah. So I will check on the progress, yeah, after this one. Right, this is it, yeah. So after you identify, yeah, the gap, and then also identify the opportunity for improvement, yeah, and then you need to follow up, yeah, the recommendations, yeah, becoming the design, yeah, becoming the design. First of all, for the people aspect here, yeah, you need to design the organization structure, yeah. And then don't forget, you also need to make sure, yeah, who is actually working, yeah, who's working for this big task, yeah, because probably some of you have different contribution, yeah, to the big task, so you need to mention it. And this is the reference, yeah. So this is the list of the generic, yeah, the generic roles, yeah, according to COVID-19. Which are actually you don't need to comply all of it, yeah. You only need to specify, you only need to select, yeah, select the right one, yeah, the one that is suitable, yeah, for your case, yeah, whatever listed here, yeah. So of course, for every roles that you choose, yeah, you need to justify, yeah, why do you need that kind of roles, yeah. And then you also need to define what is the job, yeah, what is the job description, yeah. That's why you provide the organization structures, yeah. This is the example of one big bank, yeah, the biggest bank probably in Indonesia, yeah. So they have a very large organization structure, yeah. You can see here that they have the this is the in bahasa RUPS, ya, rapat umum pemegang saham. Here it is called as general meeting of shareholders, ya. And then in Indonesia they will have the board of commissioner, ya. You need to be aware, ya, that board of commissioner is actually the best practice came from Europe, ya. So if your case study is from US, yeah, usually you don't need this level, yeah, board of commissioner, yeah, you go directly into the board of directors, yeah, or the chairman, usually it is called, yeah. And in US style of organization structure, yeah, they only have one level of a board of top level management, as I mentioned previously, yeah. So they have the executive, yeah, the one who do the daily activities, yeah, of managing the company. And for the non-executive, it is the one who is being called as the commissioner, actually, yeah, in Indonesia or the European style, yeah, of organization structure. So that's it, yeah. So that's the differences between both of styles, yeah. And they have also the board of directors, yeah. It is called president director. It can be also director, yeah, in university. It can be also a chief, yeah, or chairman in some other organizations, yeah. So it depends on what kind of organization that you in your case, yeah. Every case usually have different context for sure. And they have this structure, yeah, of IT. You need to focus on this structure for sure, yeah. Where is it, the IT here? Oh, the picture is not so clear, yeah. Too bad. You can check directly for the actually the IT is here, yeah. So it is a very large organization, yeah. So it might be not suitable for you, yeah. You can design the more, yeah, the simpler organization for sure, yeah, depend on the case study. So they also have the committee, yeah, IT steering committee, transformation committee, something like that, yeah. They also have the risk committee for the second layer, yeah. They also have the risk management function usually, yeah, to manage the risk, yeah, to create the risk profile for the organization. And also they have this third layer of the defense, yeah, which is called as internal audits, yeah. So usually they have something like that, yeah. Of course, the simpler the organizations, yeah, the box will be reduced for sure, yeah. So you need to be careful on that one, right? Yeah. So this is the example, yeah. You can design simpler, much more simpler organizations, yeah. And then this is the example, yeah. When you identify the competency, yeah, identify the competencies requirement. As you remember, yeah, according to the COVID-19 governance management component, yeah, you have 7 components, right? Which from this 7, you have at least 3 components, yeah, that related with the people aspect, yeah. The first is about the organization structure, yeah, the previous things that we discussed. And then the second, you can define the people, yeah, the people competencies, yeah, just like this, yeah. You can use the SFIA 8, yeah, that I have already shared to you. And then for every gap that you have identified, that you can propose, yeah, the competencies, yeah, what kind of competencies that they are lacking, probably, yeah, in the case, yeah. And then you provide the job descriptions, yeah, and then you also provide the indicators, yeah, the indicators coming from COVID-19, yeah. Still remember that you have actually the lead and also lag indicator, yeah. The lead indicator came from the GMC, yeah. It is the very first content, yeah, in every governance and management objective in COVID-19, yeah. You have the alignment, yeah, the alignment process between enterprise goal, yeah, into alignment goals, yeah, and then alignment goals into the governance and management objectives, yeah. For each sub practice, yeah, they have the indicators provided, yeah, and then you need to choose, yeah, what kind of indicators there actually related with your case, yeah. So that's the one that you have done previously, yeah. And also not to mention that you also need to check, yeah, what kind of ethics, yeah, behavior and culture as well, yeah, that they need to identify it, yeah, that you need to identify, I mean, yeah, for your case, yeah. So this is the third component, yeah, of the GMC that related with the people aspect, yeah. So you can check, yeah, for every GMC that they usually have the ethics, behavior, and culture, yeah. Yeah, so then you can choose, yeah, what kind of ethics, what kind of behaviors, yeah, and then also what kind of culture that they actually that actually suitable, yeah, for your own case, yeah. So that's it, yes. So I will check, yeah, the result, yeah, in a moment. And yeah, for the next one, let's continue, yeah, to your next phase, which is to divine, yeah, and also to design, yeah, the next aspect, which is the process aspect, yeah, and also the technology aspect, yeah. If you compare with other classes, yeah, probably they won't have any technology aspect, yeah, but I insist that actually this is something that must not left, yeah, must not being left, because it is kind of important for you as well, yeah, because you will have the complete design, yeah, for your organization, for your case study, yeah. Otherwise, if you left the technological aspect, yeah, then you miss one component actually, yeah, because uh, governance and management is about people, yeah, processes, and also the technology, yeah. If you only design the people and the process only, yeah, then you left this. Actually, this is a very important things, yeah, because you cannot do the people and the process aspect, yeah, without the support of the technology, yeah. Otherwise, it will be very manual, yeah. You do everything, yeah, the process, yeah, manually, yeah, without the technology, yeah. So that's not the right combination actually. And if we connect, yeah, if we connect between the process aspect, yeah, to the 7 governance and management component in COVID-19, yeah, you will see that there are also 7 minus 3, yeah, so you have 4. And actually from the 4 you have like at least 3 of it, yeah, 3 of it related with the processes, yeah. And then 1 is related with the technology, yeah. The one related with the technology is the services, yeah, application in infrastructure, yeah. So that's the relevant GMC, yeah, for the technological aspect, yeah. And then for the process aspect is the rest, yeah, of the GMC. Okay, so I will go back here again. All right, yeah. So for the 7 GMC, yeah, you already designed 3 of them, yeah, 3 of them related with the people aspect, yeah, which is the first one is organization structures, yeah, and then the second one is the what is it, competencies, yeah, competencies, skills, competencies, yeah. That's actually the second part of the people aspect, yeah. And then the third one is the ethics, yeah, behavior, and also cultures, yeah. 3 of them need to be designed, yeah, within your big task, yeah, for the last week actually, yeah. And now for the next week, yeah, you will have the big task, yeah, to finish the process aspect and also technology aspect, yeah, because you only have one more, actually 2 more session, yeah, to discuss about this, yeah. And then we will have the next one, yeah, to review all of your big tasks, yeah. Of course, you need to submit first, yeah, your people, your process, and also technology aspect, yeah. Before next week for sure, yeah. Next week you can check, yeah, the schedule, yeah. Actually, if it is if it is conflicted with the schedule of your vacations, so we need also to move the session, because I have the information from the study program that actually, let me check. Yeah. No. This one, Okay, So if we check the academic calendar, of 2021, actually you will have vacation, from tomorrow, 23, 23rd until 28th, 28th December. So if we plan to meet on 28th, then it is not okay, So actually, we need to move then, our session at least to 29 probably, let us check, whether you have availability, in that date, so we can finish, our 13th session, 13th session. This one is the 12th one, the 12th, and then the 13th will be next week, will be on 29, hopefully, Faras, please help me, to check, whether all of you are available, otherwise, as usual, that because it is like a movement from our actual schedule, I don't know, probably we can use the Saturday, as our schedule, let me check. What is it? Oh, this series. I don't know. Right, this is my calendar. Let us check. So Faras, can you hear me previously? Are you there? I will check one by one then, Briano, are you there? Zuhdi, are you there?
Yes, sir.
Okay, Adam?
Yes, sir. I'm here.
Okay. What about you, Daniel?
I'm here, sir.
Great. Nadia?
I'm here, sir.
Great. Yeah, Rivaldi. How are you, Rivaldi?
I'm here, sir.
Great. Yeah, Berlian?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So how should I call you? Akbar, is it? Or Berlian?
Akbar, sir.
That's why why I call you Berlian. Because yeah, that's your forename. Yeah, that's your first name, yeah. All right, yeah. And then the other one here is Natasha. Natasha, are you there?
I'm here, sir.
Great. What about Zakir Ahmanda? All right, yeah. And then who is Pala Pala? Do you know who is Pala Pala? You can check the participants. Yeah, I see one name, which is Pala Pala. Probably.
I don't know, sir.
Oh, you don't know. So how are you, Pala Pala? Can you mention your name? Hello. Otherwise, yeah, I cannot register your attendance. Yeah, if you didn't mention what is actually your real name. Yeah, and then Robbie is just joining us. Yeah, Robbie is joining us just now. Yeah, Faras is also just connected again. I see that he tried to open the mic. Yeah, so Faras, I hope that you can hear me previously. You need to
Sorry,
check.
sir. I pressed the wrong button, sir.
Yes, yes, yes. So actually, Faras, please, I don't know. Let us check then. Yeah. No, we cannot make it. Yeah, on the Saturday. Yeah, we have still 2 sessions more. Yeah, to go. Of course, because we need to move, yeah, the 18 to 22 right now, 22nd, yeah, and then the 28th is on your vacation schedule, yeah, so we need also to move that one, yeah. Previously, we agreed that we will have a meeting on 28th, but because the information, yeah, from the study program that you have the vacation schedule, yeah, on that dates, yeah, from 23rd until 28th, yeah, from tomorrow until 28th until next Wednesday, yeah, you will have a vacation. And then of course we can see, yeah, from 29, yeah, 29 or 30, yeah, 29 or 30 or 31st, yeah, 31st December. So I don't know, 31st probably too near, yeah, to the new year, yeah. So probably the most the highest probability is 29 or 30, yeah. It is on Wednesday or Thursday. So what do you choose? Do you prefer to meet for the last session before our final seminar? Is it on Wednesday or is it on Thursday? Do you need to choose by your own, or you can create a vote? We need to take a vote here? Do I
Sehat
need?
ya, sekali lagi 4 tahun. Sehat-sehat.
Uh-huh. Or is it? Oh, Ridwan. Yeah, Ridwan. Yeah, how are you, Ridwan? Yeah, previously I see your name, yeah, but you changed into Palapa. Yeah. You changed into the handphone, yeah, probably. Yeah, that's why. Okay, great. Yeah, so Ridwan is the first person, yeah, who attend this session. So I call him to also call you, yeah, previously. Thank you, Ridwan, by the way. Right, yeah. What time do you prefer us to meet the 13th session? Is it on Thursday or is it on free day? Is it on Wednesday or Thursday? Do you prefer? Can you check your schedule, or one of you probably can speak for all of the class, or you have different schedules? I don't know. Paras, can you can you check whether all of your friends have the same proposal for the schedule, for the next schedule?
I'm sorry, sir. I don't quite catch the question, sir.
Yeah, actually we need to have the 13 sessions, right? Because our 28th date, yeah, as we agreed previously that we will have a meeting there, actually is conflicted, yeah, with your vacation schedule, yeah. So that's why we need to change, yeah, the schedule to the next possible one, which is for this year, yeah, we only have 29 and 30, yeah, 30 of December, yeah. So I give you an option, yeah, whether you available on Wednesday or Thursday. So which one do you prefer, and what time do you have the availability?
Sir, I think maybe on Thursday we have kelas peminatan, sir. Are
Okay.
you free on Wednesday, sir? Because we classes on Wednesday, I think.
Okay, so you prefer Wednesday, is it? Okay.
Yes, sir, but I'll discuss with my classmates, sir.
Yeah, yeah. Okay. So, what time on Wednesday do you have the availability? Because here what is my concern, yeah? Because this is the last session before your final seminar, yeah. So I will review all the big tasks, yeah, and will give you comments, yeah, on those big tasks that you have submitted previously. So you will have a hopefully a perfected, yeah, or improved version, yeah, of the big task, yeah, when you will have the final seminar, yeah, when you will have the final seminar, which we will have on January, yeah, January the 8th, yeah, the 8th January. It is on the same schedule as it is, yeah, so it won't be changed, yeah, and it will become our last session, yeah, our last session, which we will fill with your final seminar, yeah, to present your big task, yeah, for each group. We have 4 groups, right? We have 4 groups, and then you will present, yeah, all of your case study, yeah, and then we will discuss in the class session, yeah. So you will have the complete experiences, yeah, from all of the groups, yeah, to be shared within the class. So that's the plan. So please let me know, yeah, in Wednesday, what time will you available, yeah. The better is if it is on in the morning, it is better, yeah, compared to the afternoon, because probably in the afternoon I will conflicted, yeah, with my Stockholm schedule, yeah, because we have different time zone, yeah, currently 6 hours, yeah, 6 hours right now. So if you propose the morning, it will be better for me, yeah. But if you only have the afternoon, it is okay, yeah. So I need to make sure my schedule here is can adapt, yeah, to your availability. So that's it, yeah.
Sir,
Yes,
how about above 9 a.m., sir? Maybe 9:30
yes, that's good. It's okay.
on
9:30.
Wednesday, sir.
Mhm. Yeah,
Yes.
9:30 Wednesday then, yeah.
Yes, yes,
So
sir.
please inform in the WhatsApp group, yeah, Faras, on behalf of your class, yeah. We have decided, we have agreed, yeah, to meet for the last session before our final seminar, yeah, on Wednesday, yeah, on 9:30 a.m., yeah, according to the GMT plus 7, yeah, GMT plus 7, because it will be on 8:30 then for the Malaysian, yeah. Okay, that's it, yeah. I think it's okay, yeah. It's a good time for us to meet, yeah. And then for the last session, it is on 8th, yeah, January. It will be on the same schedule, yeah. So hopefully all of you can be there, yeah. After, yeah, I'm sure that you already begin your study, yeah, in those early January for sure, yeah, because the vacation is already you already get the vacation tomorrow, yeah, until 28th, yeah. And of course after the new year, yeah, after the 1st of January. Right, so that's it, yeah, for the schedule. So we will move, yeah, to the next phase, which is the processes aspect, yeah, and the last one is the technology aspect, yeah. The process aspect, yeah, will relate, yeah, will be related with this COVID 3 components, yeah. Let me check the COVID, yeah, here, so you can remember, yeah, what kind of component that you will face, yeah. Governance and management objectives. Okay. Oh, this is the appendix only. So I will open, yeah, the COVID-19, so you can refresh your memories, yeah, about this COVID-19. So you still remember that COVID-19 has 7 GMC, yeah, governance and management components, yeah. The 3 components already related with the people aspect, yeah, that you already done, yeah, in your previous big task, yeah. You can always revise, yeah, after this one, because actually the final version that we will discuss, yeah, on the final seminar, yeah, on 8 January, okay, 8 January. And then for the next big task that you need to submit is the process and also the technology aspect, yeah. So you will have time. We will have time to discuss, yeah, in the class, yeah, all of your big tasks, yeah. So you will get some comments, yeah. So we'll get some comments from me, and you can revise, yeah, and upgrade it, yeah. You can upgrade the version of your deliverables, yeah, into the final one, yeah, that hopefully can be presented, yeah, in our last session, yeah, in on the 8th January. Okay, so you need to prepare for that one. Hopefully you can deliver the best of you on in those sessions, yeah. Okay. Okay, Paras. Yeah. Okay, currently I'm opening my COVID, yeah, and then I will jog your memories, yeah, about what is the component of the COVID, yeah. Here it is, yay. So I will share my screen again, yeah, and hopefully you can see my screen after this. Yes, this is it, yeah. So you can open COVID-19, yeah, framework and governance and management objectives, yeah. This is the second book after the design book, yeah, design factors book, yeah. And then if you open the chapter 3 here, you will get some introduction. Here it is, yeah. This is what I call as GMC, yeah, governance and management components, consists of 7 enablers, yeah, previously called. This is related with the process aspect, yeah. This is it, process, yeah. Usually consists of some practices, yeah. One process which will distribute it into some practices, yeah, that you can choose, yeah, according to the gap capability, yeah, according to the opportunity for improvement that you have identified previously, yeah. And then you can select, yeah, the right process, yeah, and processes can be, yeah, can be more than one, yeah, at least one, yeah. It is the very simplest thing that you can do, yeah. The more will be better, yeah, because it depends on your load, yeah. If you only have the capability only to process one process only, it's okay, yeah. But if you can do it more, you will have more value, yeah. And the organizational structures, yeah, we have already done it, yeah. And then this information flows and items, it is also related with the processes, yeah. So every processes will deliver information, yeah. Every processes, every practices, yeah, will deliver informations, yeah, that related with the GMC, the process that you have choose, yeah, previously. And then people skills and competencies you already done, yeah, in your previous big task, yeah. And then this is actually the process aspect as well, yeah. So the process aspect, the first one actually this one, policies and also procedures, yeah. So policies is the strategic pointers, yeah. What is the do and don'ts, yeah, that usually came from your top level management of the organizations, yeah. And the policies will be translated, yeah, into the procedures, yeah. And how to create the procedures, yeah, usually you need to check on the process here, yeah. Yeah, you need in process you learn, yeah, so many practices, yeah, for every process, yeah, and then for every practices can be translated into procedures here, yeah. So I will share the template as well, yeah, for you to be completed, yeah. And then culture, ethics, and behavior already done previously, yeah. And then the last one here is the technology aspect actually, yeah. So what kind of services, yeah, what kind of technology services, yeah, that required for you, yeah, to implement your people aspect and also the process aspect, yeah. So that's it, yeah. So for the process aspect, you need to check on this one, yeah, process, and also this one, policies and procedures, yeah, here. You also need to check the result, yeah, which is the information flows and items here, yeah. So actually this is the output, yeah, from the processes itself, yeah. And then of course, yeah, all of these people and process aspects, yeah, will be supported by this, yeah, this technology aspect, yeah. So what kind of IT services, yeah, that can support them, yeah. So if you identify that the case study need to be improved, yeah, need to be supported by the, for example, human resource management, yeah, applications, yeah, human resource management improvement, yeah. What kind of processes, yeah, what kind of practices that need to be done, yeah, in COVID, and then need also to be supported, yeah, by these services, infrastructure, and also the applications, yeah. So you need to identify what kind of software, yeah, what kind of application that can support the people and process aspect here, okay. So this is only one example. Of course, you will have many opportunities, yeah, actually to identify what kind of IT services that required, yeah, that is required by them, yeah, which is required by them, by the people aspect and also the process aspect, yeah. So that's it, yeah. Just to remember, yeah, this is the component here, yeah. This is the introduction, this is the government management objective, yeah, here it is, yeah. So for each of the case study, you already identify, yeah, the GMO, the right GMO, right? After the design factors, yeah. And then for each GMO that you selected, yeah, already selected, then you will have the practices, yeah, that you the capability, I mean, yeah, the capability, yeah, what capability, what level of capability that you required, yeah. And then after you have the previous level, yeah, the existing level of capability, and then you also have the target level. And then if you perform the gap analysis, yeah, between the target, yeah, level and also the existing level that needs to be identified by your groups, yeah, from the case study, then you will have the gap, yeah, you will have the gap, and you need to identify what kind of gaps that actually becoming your opportunity for improvement, yeah. And then it will be listed, yeah, in your table of opportunity for improvement, yeah. The previous two big tasks, yeah, the previous the 2 previous weeks, yeah. And then you already follow up, yeah, with your design of the design of the people aspect, yeah. It is on the last week submission. And then for the last submission, yeah, you need to complete it, yeah, with the opportunity for improvement, yeah, the design of the improvement, yeah, in process and also the technology aspect, yeah. So I will share you the template, yeah. The previous template from last year for myself, it is not enough, yeah. So it is actually need to be improved, yeah. I will improve it first, and then I will share it in the LMS, yeah. So you can find it there. And as always, yeah, Faras, yeah, on behalf of your class, please do remind me, yeah. Don't be scared, yeah, to remind me that if you have something that I already mentioned that I haven't done it, yeah, please remind me, because I have I have many business as well, yeah, to take care, yeah. Not only this class, so sometimes I forgot what that we have agreed in the class. Okay. So that's it. Yeah. So this is the cascading. Yeah. You already done it in your design factors. This is only to remind you. Yeah. And then you have the alignment here. Yeah. That's why in previous tables, yeah, you need to identify the lead indicators, yeah, and also the lag indicators, yeah. The lead indicators came from your matrix here, yeah. This is it, yeah. So this is the matrix for every processes, yeah, for every practice in process, yeah. It will be the lead indicators, yeah, and then the lag indicators will came from these alignment goals, yeah. They have the matrix, yeah, to measure the alignment goals, yeah. So that's the lag indicator actually, and also the lag indicator can be from this enterprise goal actually, yeah. So this is actually the last, yeah, lag indicator which will be achieved, yeah, in very lag time, yeah. I mean it is in the end, yeah, and you will achieve that one, yeah. That's why it is called as lag indicator, yeah, because you can achieve it in the end of the term, yeah. Usually if it is lead indicator, you can do it in process, yeah. So you can like measure, yeah, is it the process achieved or not, yeah. It means that if the process is good, yeah, then it is an indicator for you to achieve the lag indicator, yeah. So that's how it is work. Okay, then this is the capability already identified previously, yeah, and then this is the organization structures, yeah. You have this table, yeah, that actually you need to design it into the right organization structures, yeah. And don't forget, yeah, please not only IT, yeah, structure, you also need to check, yeah, what kind of structure that you also required, yeah, outside IT, yeah. It is depend on your process, yeah. It's depend on the practices also, yeah. Some practices, some process, yeah, some processes is related with other unit beside IT, yeah. So you need to be careful with that one, okay. And this is the rules, yeah, that you can check. This is not only IT as well, yeah. So there are so many roles, yeah, in the business roles and also the top level roles, yeah. So you need to design the perfect structure, yeah, not only IT group there. And then also you have the from the process, yeah, you will have the practices. It can be an example for you, yeah, to create the procedures, yeah, according to the practices, yeah. I will show you how, yeah. And this is the information flows, yeah. This is the component to identify the deliverables, the output from your processes, yeah. The processes, the practices that you selected, yeah, previously need to have this kind of outputs, yeah. What kind is it, yeah? It is depend on the components, yeah. It is depend on the components, yeah. You will have the inputs for the components and you will also have the outputs, yeah. So this is it, governance and management practices, yeah. And then what guidance that you can check, yeah. So this is the references actually. And then the output can be also relevant, yeah, to other processes, other practices as well, yeah. Here, that is the only the example, yeah, the templates actually. You can check yourself, yeah, in the governance management objective, yeah, the relevant one, yeah, according to your case study. And then also you have the people and skills, yeah. This is the reference that you did, yeah, for the previous works, yeah. And then you need the SFIA, yeah, for this one, yeah. Remember, I already shared as well the SFIA, yeah. And then you will have these policies and procedures. This is the one that you need to create, yeah. So you will have what kind of policies, what kind of procedures, yeah, according to your relevant GMO, yeah. So it will be different for each GMO, yeah. And then the culture, ethics, behavior you have already done, yeah. Should be, yeah, in the previous week, but you can always revise, yeah, your big task, yeah, for the final seminar. And then also you will have the last one here is the technology aspect, yeah, services, infrastructure, and application here. So yeah, if we come back to our previous examples here from the last group, let me check, yeah, what process actually that already discussed. Oh yeah, the BAI, yeah, BAI 4, the managed capability, yeah, the previous videos, yeah, that we already discussed. I already shared in the LMS, yeah. Here it is, yeah. So this is the EDM. Let's jump, yeah, let's jump to the what is it here, yeah, the BII 4, yeah, this is the managed availability. So BAI 1, BI 3, okay, and this is BAI 4 here. What is it? This one, yeah. This is it, yeah. So I will make it bigger. This is it, yeah. So remember, yeah, this is the lag indicators. This is the example of lag indicators, yeah. The matrix for the enterprise goal you can choose, yeah, the relevant one, which is depend on your case study. And the lead indicator is here, yeah. This is the lead indicator, yeah. You can also choose this one, yeah, as lead indicator, but of course this is more suitable for you, yeah. And for every processes, yeah, for every process, I mean that actually you have many practices, yeah. For example, BI4 consists of one, yeah, until how many, yeah, 9, yeah, if I'm not mistaken. You can check, yeah, for sure. Here, no, this one, okay, this one, yeah, until 5, yeah. So we have 5 practices, yeah, for the BI 4, yeah, and then let's us go back again, yeah, here for the first, yeah. For example, yeah, the first practice is to assess current availability, performance, yeah, capacity, and also to create baseline, yeah. So you will have the purpose here, yeah, you will have the purpose, and you will need to get this point, yeah, into your procedures usually, yeah. Before the procedures need also to be posted, yeah, into the policies, yeah. I will share you the example of policies, yeah, and then you can create an example of one what is it called, yeah, in bahasa it is called as pasal, yeah. So it is like a verdict, yeah, number of the regulations, yeah, which reside on the policies, yeah. You can customize the policies, yeah, and then you put, yeah, revise one point of the policies related with your selected GMO, yeah. So for example, if you choose BI4, yeah, according to the design factors, yeah, and then you need to perform the capability assessment, yeah, and what level that easily missed, yeah, that need to be improved, yeah. If you have the gaps, then you need to fulfill the gaps, yeah, with the improvement, yeah. Otherwise, yeah, if your existing level according to the capability assessment is the same with the target, yeah, so you don't have any gaps at all, yeah. So please make sure, yeah, that you can do it correctly, yeah, because if you put, yeah, too shallow or too low level, yeah, of the capability, then you won't have any gaps, yeah. So you won't have any improvement then, yeah. Then you won't have any big task for your final seminar then, yeah. You need the gaps, yeah, you need to gaps there. So if you don't have the gaps, you need to create higher level, yeah, higher level of capability, yeah. So you will have the gaps, yeah. because the gaps that will decided, yeah, whether you need to what kind of design, yeah, that for the IT governance and management according to the GMO. Okay. And this is the lead indicators, yeah, and then these activities, yeah, these activities 1 until 4 here, yeah, and also this is the capability level, yeah, for each of them. It can be the reference, yeah, for your procedures, yeah. So your procedures can follow this kind of activities, yeah. Although for sure, it is not something that only copy paste, yeah. Be careful. Don't copy paste these activities into the procedures, yeah. You have to create your own, yeah. Because actually, it is depend, yeah, on the condition of your organization, of your case study. Yeah, be careful with this one. Yeah, I remind you, I warn you since so you won't have you won't create any mistake. Yeah, you can always check, yeah, other references. Yeah, for example, you already learned the service management. Yeah, and then you can also check that one. Yeah, if it is relevant. Yeah, but at least from the COVID, you only have this one. Yeah, you can expand, yeah, this 4 activities, yeah, into more detailed activities, yeah, according to procedures. Yeah, but please do remind, yeah, that for a procedures you not only need, yeah, the activities, yeah, but you also need the flow of the process, yeah, flow of the activities, yeah, by designing the flow chart. Yeah, the flow chart, specific flow chart for your procedure is using the swim lane. Yeah, swim lane swim lane procedures. Yeah, swim lane. I will give you some example of swim lane. Yeah, actually I already have this let me check, yeah, whether I already put some example here. Oh, okay. Otherwise, I can always check the. Yeah, you can browse, yeah, yourself from Google. Yeah, procedures. The keyword is procedures. Yeah, procedures and flow chart. Yeah, and swim lane. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So that's the 3 keywords for you. Yeah, to search the relevant procedures. Yeah, to relevant. Nah, this one is the example. Yeah. So you can create using flowchart, yeah, or you can use your BPMN, yeah. I'm sure that from the business process management course, yeah, you already practice some this kind of things, yeah. So I will give you some example after this one, yeah. So the reference come from these activities, yeah. You can create into something like this, probably change management, or what is it? Availability management, yeah, IT availability management, for example, availability and capacity management. Nah, yeah. Okay, I found the example, so I will share to you. Okay, yeah. So I will go to the sharing here. This one. Okay, yeah. Okay, yeah. So I already shared to you the brochures here, yeah, and I put some keywords here, yeah, procedure, flowchart, swim lanes, yeah, for IT availability capacity management, and you will find, yeah, some example here. You can use Visio, yeah, of course it is a proprietary software. You can always use the free software as well, of course, yeah, usually from Bizagi or something like that, yeah. Your friend usually use that one. Okay, so this is the example, yeah. This is the example if you are using flowchart, yeah. If you are using flowchart. Actually, this is only flowchart, yeah. If it is swim lane, you will have some this one, yeah. This is swim lane here. The previous example is the usual flowchart, yeah, the simple flowchart here. Yeah, we can check for this one. Here it is, yeah. Right? Yeah. So beside the activities that you have defined previously, yeah, you cannot copy paste, yeah, from COVID-19. Yeah, you need to create your own words, and you need to also design this kind of things. Yeah. So you need to identify what kind of structures that you have previously identified. Yeah, you have previously drew. Yeah, and then also this one, human resource, yeah, employee, managers, payroll, and also the vendor. This is the roles, yeah, that you already identified previously as well, yeah, and then you create the flow chart. The flow chart here, yeah. This is a very simple symbol actually, yeah, for the flow chart. Easier for you, actually, yeah. I don't know whether you have learned the design process using the BPM, yeah, whether you use the BPMN, yeah, or you previously used the flowchart, yeah. So let me check, yeah. What do you think, Natasha? Yeah. So in BPM course, yeah, is it using simple flowchart? And have you previously learned about how to design the swim lane diagram? Natasha, are you there?
Oh, yes, sir.
Mhm.
Yes. We already learned how to make the swim frame for.
Okay, you already have some experiences regarding how to create swim lanes like this
Oh, yes, sir. From
already.
the first semester. Yeah,
In
we
what?
already learned about.
Okay, what course is it? Is it the BPM or what course? Is it
I
the
guess it
service
is.
management?
I think it is the PPM one, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah. What is it? PPF. What is PPF? What course is
I
it?
for I forget about the course, but we already about it for sure,
Oh.
sir. But I forget about which course that I taken.
Yeah. So anyone else would like to join as well? Yeah, to support Natasha. What kind of course that you have done previously that related with this swim lane? Yes, do you remember?
BPM, sir. Business
BPM.
Process Modeling.
Yeah, business process modeling or business process management is it
Uh,
the course name?
I think management.
Management, yeah.
No.
Yeah. Modeling.
Modeling, sir.
Oh,
Pemodelan proses
the
bisnis.
BPM is modeling, yeah, pemodelan, yeah.
Yes.
So it is different course with the BPM, yeah. You have two BPM courses or actually only one course, but it is modeling, the modeling.
Modeling course, sir.
Modeling, yeah. All
Business
right.
process modeling.
Okay, great. Yeah. So you already learned about this one. So you already have the skills, yeah, to draw something like this, yeah. And then create this kind of drawing, yeah, for your procedures, yeah. I will also give you the example of the procedures, yeah, in the template. And I don't know whether when in your course previously, whether you are using the BPMN notation or you use flowchart, simple flowchart notation. What do you think?
BPMN, sir.
Oh, using
We use
BPMN.
BPMN.
Okay, great.
Yes.
Yeah. So it will be better actually, yeah, if you use BPMN. So it is more advanced, yeah, compared to a simple flowchart like this. But remember, because this is swim lane, yeah, so you need to put on the lane here, yeah. Swim lane means that actually for every lane here you have rules, yeah. You have a role, you have a role here, you have a role, yeah, according to your design organization structure previously, yeah. So you need to match to matching, yeah, to match between the previous big task and the latest one here, yeah. That's why you need to synchronize everything, yeah, and then you present in the final seminar, yeah. So we will see, yeah, that actually you design the right way, yeah. because everything is connected actually. Yeah. So that's it. Yeah. So this is the example for flowchart. Yeah. Swim lanes. Yeah. And then policies. Yeah. Policies example for IT governance. I also have some example actually, yeah, for the previous one, but it's missing, yeah, on the last. Okay, yeah. No, it's not good. Yeah, it's only model. It's okay, yeah. I will share you the example, yeah. So in bahasa it is called as surat keputusan, ya. Surat keputusan dari direksi biasanya, ya. So it is a director decree, ya. Director's decree. Usually signed by the president directors, yeah, on behalf of the all of the directors, because they are the collegial type, yeah, of organization, usually between the directors, yeah, the board of directors led by the president directors, yeah. So this is the example of organization structure. So that's it, yeah. So we can go back again, yeah, to the orbit. Okay. If you have some questions, please, yeah, do ask. Don't be shy, yeah. And not this one. Stop share. Not this one. Okay, this one. Yeah, it's better. All right. So that's the example, yeah. When you converted, yeah, from these activities into the procedures, yeah. Before the procedures, you need also to set up the policies, yeah. Policies is much bigger, so I also will create something templates here for you, so you can like identify what kind of policies that you can improve, yeah, for the organization or the case study, yeah. And then the last is to, yeah, I think that's it, yeah, because you already have these activities, yeah, and you also have the information here, yeah. So for example, for this BI 4.1, yeah, here, this is how to assess current availability, yeah, how to assess the performance and capacity, and also to create the baseline, yeah. And how can you know that they actually achieve their performance? Yeah, you measure this indicator, yeah, you measure this metrics, yeah, as the lead indicators, yeah, if they achieve it or not, yeah. And then this is the target of the capability level, yeah, and this is the references, yeah, if you would like to write more detail, yeah, activities, yeah, just like this, to add this one. And then after that, you can check, yeah, with what kind of structures that relevant, yeah, with this one, yeah. For example, for BI 4.1 here, yeah, actually it is related with the CIO, yeah, Chief Technology Officer, Business Process Owner as well, yeah. So this is the roles, yeah, that I mentioned previously, actually. But you don't need to be exactly like this, yeah. You can create your own according to the structure that you designed previously, yeah. So it depends on the previous work that you have done previously. Right, yeah, and you can check this component as well, yeah. So this information flow, yeah. From BI 4.1, yeah, you need the inputs from BI 2, BI 2.1 and 3 here. This is the output from them, yeah. And then you need to produce some outputs here, yeah. So 4.1, yeah, will deliver these outputs, yeah. These outputs, the first one is the evaluation against the SLAs, yeah. Will become the input for APO 9.5, yeah. And then the outputs for the availability, performance, and capacity baseline here. This is the outputs, yeah, and the last outputs that can be shared to the internal, yeah. So internal here means that it can be used for every activities, processes, yeah. It depends. So this is many activities actually, yeah. That's why it is called as internal. Okay. If there is internal one, of course there will be external as well, yeah. So if the products or the outputs will be used by external activities, yeah, external organization structure probably, then it will be written here as external as well. Yeah. So we will have some of them like that. Okay. So this is it. Yeah. For all the BII for 1 until 5 here, they have their own outputs. Yeah. So you need to visualize yeah these outputs yeah into the procedures. Yeah. You know that procedures usually produce outputs, right? Yeah, the output can be a document, yeah, can be something like something supported by the applications, yeah. So usually it is supported by the applications, yeah. And according to the BPMN, yeah, put it on the Swimland, yeah, and then find the right notation, yeah, to visualize the products, yeah, or the outputs, yeah. If it is a simpler modeling like flowchart, yeah, you can put something like document, yeah, and the symbol for document, it is as the output, yeah, from the activities, yeah. But it is for the BPMN, it can be different for sure, yeah. I forgot about the BPMN, yeah, I will check later about that one, yeah. And it will be used, yeah, in the procedure as well, okay. So I think that's it. Yeah. The last one, if it is about the cultures, yeah. If you want to revise, yeah, I will discuss about this for the next session. Yeah. Culture, ethics, behavior that you choose, yeah, for your previous tasks, yeah. Also the people skills, competencies, is it the right one from the SFIA, yeah. And also this kind of organization structures, yeah, whether is it relevant or not, yeah, to answer your capability gaps, yeah, the opportunity for improvement. And the last but not least is the technology aspect here, yeah, here. Right, yeah. So you need to also identify, yeah, what kind of technology aspect, what kind of software, what kind of applications that actually will support yeah your activities, yeah, your previous activities that provided in the Swimland, yeah, provided in the procedures and the policies as well, yeah. So these tools, yeah, will help you, yeah, to run, yeah, the activities, the previous activities, yeah, automatically to support them, yeah. So it won't be manual anymore, yeah, but it is supported by the tools. For example, you have the capacity planning tools, yeah, the provisioning services and tools, yeah, to service level monitoring tools, something like that, yeah. And how that you can arrive, yeah, with the right technology or with the right aspect, yeah, of the technology. Again, yeah, you can browse, yeah, through the keywords, yeah, or this one, the keyword capacity, IT capacity planning tools, yeah. I will move again, yeah, to the browsers here. This is it, the browsers, yeah. So you can see, you can put IT capacity planning tools, yeah, and then you can also add other keywords like Gartner, yeah, or Forrester, yeah. Okay. So this is it, yeah. This is the example of Forrester, yeah. Forrester Wave here it is called, and this is the example from Gartner, yeah. Here, if we check first to the Gartner version, yeah, here it is. Okay, so this is the magic quadrant, yeah. For you can check, yeah, whether is it correct, yeah. Agile planning tools, no, not this one, yeah. What about this one, yeah? This is the portfolio management tools, capacity planning. Oh, that's why, yeah. Here, yeah. So this is the example of Forrester Wave, yeah. Why? Because it is like a wave here, yeah. So the strongest one is positioning here, yeah. Is positioned here. So this is the leaders, yeah. This is the leaders, the most the blue one here, yeah. So this is actually the tools, yeah, the applications, yeah, and it is a very usually an advanced level tools, yeah. But you can check yourself, yeah, whether is it relevant for your requirement or not, yeah. And you also can check, yeah, whether they have the open source options probably. Yeah, so it depends. Yeah, it depends on the requirements for sure. And the second one is the strong performance. Yeah, it is better. Usually it is cheaper. Yeah, but not really. Yeah, compared to the leaders, it is not really. Yeah, it is not. It is not better. Yeah, so it is more on lower quality compared to these leaders here. Or even you have some contenders, yeah. Usually if it is something new, yeah, it is put on the contenders, yeah. Or even the challengers. Sometimes you can identify from these challengers, yeah. So of course, yeah, the more to the leaders, yeah, usually the more advanced, yeah. The price also usually more expensive, yeah. So something like that, yeah. And this is for the magic quadrant, yeah. Agile planning, magic quadrant for enterprise agile planning, yeah. So it depends, yeah. You need to make sure what kind of process that you select, yeah. What kind of GMO that you choose, yeah. And then you will arrive with this. Yeah, just put the right keywords, yeah, and then you will see the right magic quadrant, yeah. Whether is it from Gartner or whether is it Forrester Web, something like this, yeah. This is from Forrester, okay. So after this one, you need, of course, to select one product, yeah, or you can compare, yeah, some product, yeah, and then you can arrive with the right product, yeah, for you for the right tools, yeah, to support your GMO. So that's it, actually, yeah. For the last one, yeah, for your big task component is to select, yeah, the right tools, yeah, to support your GMO, yeah. Your GMO according to COVID, yeah, you will have some recommendation, capacity planning tools, provisioning services tools, for example, yeah, for the BAI4, and also service level monitoring tools, yeah, and then you check, yeah, in the Forrester Web and also from the Gartner Magic Quadrant, yeah, what kind of tools that actually provided in the market, okay? Right, I think this is it, yeah, for our session for today. So do you have any questions regarding your next big task? Yeah. So of course you will have vacations. Yeah. Hopefully you can. I think it's better for you to get there. I will. I don't know. Yeah. Because you will have the session in next. So this will be I don't know. So you need to check for yourself, yeah, whether you still have time, yeah, to because after this one, yeah, in the next 29th, yeah, Thursday, sorry, Wednesday, yeah, we will meet again, and it is in the morning. So I don't know whether you have time, yeah, to create your tasks for this one. Hopefully, because we will have discussion for that for the day, yeah. So at least I will give you enough time, yeah. At least this is an exception, yeah, for you, so you will have time until before the course begin, yeah. So I will set up the time, you can submit, yeah, while you have the course, yeah. So while you have the course you can submit it, and you also can present, yeah. So before the course begin, I think it's better, yeah. So we will have the material for us to be discussed, yeah, in the class, yeah, in 9:30, before 9:30, then yeah, I will put the submission time before 9:30. So you in the morning you can have time, yeah, to finalize your version, yeah, at least the draft, yeah, for your next big task, yeah, because we will have some, yeah. Okay. So do you have any questions? So what do you think, Robbie? Is it clear for you? because you just joined the class, yeah. So hopefully you can understand correctly. Robbie, are you there? So what do you think, Adam? Do you still have any questions about the one that I already explained previously?
Sorry, sir. I did not catch the material because I just back from toilet, sir.
Oh,
What
okay.
the picture you saw.
Yeah. So what do you think for the whole session for today? Do you have any questions, or what is the one that you missed previously?
The diagram, sir. I think I forgot the name just before you close the presentation.
Yeah, the swim lane, right? Swim lane diagram.
No, sir.
Mhm.
The
The
Google
magic.
one.
The Forrester wave, yeah, Forrester wave or magic quadrant, yeah, from Gartner magic quadrant or Forrester wave, yeah, that the two options that you have, yeah, to find the right tools, yeah, to support your GMO, yeah, to support your procedures. I mean, okay,
Okay, sir.
yeah. So, what do you think, Ridwan? Any question regarding the diagram here? Is it can you understand the example of the diagram here about the magic quadrant from Gartner and also the magic quadrant, the Forrester wave from Forrester here? So what do you think, Ridwan? Are you there? I don't know. Yeah, if there are so, is it because you think it is being recorded, so you didn't pay attention? I don't know. Yeah, because yeah, I need to deliver the session, and then you are behind your screen. So I don't know whether you are there or not. Yeah. So this is the pity, yeah, of this pandemic session, because you have the one that very flexible things, yeah, to follow the session, whether the lecturing is actually lectures, I mean, yeah, actually meaning something for you. Yeah, I don't know whether if it is not being recorded, and then you will have difficulties, yeah, to follow up. But anyway, yeah, that's the conditions, yeah, the side effect of this kind of pandemic mode. Yeah, it is not good actually, but yeah, the time is changed. Hopefully it will be better for the next semester. Yeah, I don't know. So I think that's it. Yeah, because I don't want to prolong this. You just need to recheck the recording again. Yeah. And then don't forget that you will need to submit before our next session. Yeah, on Thursday, on Wednesday next after your vacation. Yeah. So you need to plan, yeah, how will you create the big task, yeah, the submission. I will create the submission before 9:30, yeah, before our 13 sessions, yeah, and then we will discuss, yeah, you will present on the class, yeah. I think it's better for you to present, yeah, not me, the one who being active, but it is you being active to present all of the progress, yeah, all of the progress from your big task. So you all of us will know, yeah, whether you understand the materials or not. Okay, and I will give some comments, yeah, according to your presentation, and then you will have the final seminar. Hopefully it's already being revised, yeah, and you will have the ideal version of your big task, yeah, according to the case study. Right, I think this is it. Yeah, thank you so much, everyone. Hopefully, you enjoy your vacations, and don't forget that you need to gather, yeah, with your groups, yeah, before before our next sessions, yeah, and then you need to make sure that the template that I will share to you can be done, yeah, in your next submission. Okay, thank you so much, guys. See you.